The college application is your thing and you care about it the most, you know, so you have to 对得起自己的努力, you know, so like
I will be attending USC. I'm going to Barnard College, JHU, Uchicago,
Princeton, Yale University,
Harvard, the University of Pennsylvania.
Okay, one thing I want to say about college counseling is like nobody can help you with your college application.
I agree.
If you have a college counselor, maybe it's good you give them, they give you some feedback, that you use them as a resource and a tool. Like, don't expect them to write it for you.
Yeah.
Don't expect anything from them, honestly. Don't expect. Nobody knows what's going on. Even the people who got in don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's changing every single year.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think my biggest mistake was that I thought college counselors knew what was going on, but they don't either. Nobody knows. Your parents don't know. Your friends don't know. Everybody, even college admission officers probably are not 100% sure what they're looking for. Like, yeah. So just don't put all of your faith in college counselor or your parents or anyone who's trying to help you. At the end of the day, it's your application.
Yeah.
You take full responsibility for it.
Remember that the entire process of college admissions is speculative. Like, you don't really know what actually happens and what these colleges are looking for. So what these college counselors are telling you as well, like, it is their judgment based on their experience, but it's not a golden standard.
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't trust your college counselor 100%. Like, for example, in like this essay, right? No, okay, I'm just saying. Like, for example, this essay, right? And then your college counselor goes like, yeah, I think this is done. I think it looks good to me. But you feel like there's something weird in it, but you can't like tell a feeling of what you think is weird. Write it again, or like just continue editing. Like, at this point, you don't have to listen to your college counselor because the college application is your thing and you care about it the most, you know. So you have to 对得起自己的努力, you know. So like,
I have something to say about people who get college counselors in their like freshman year too. So getting a college counselor to read over your essays, I think that is very valuable, and like they do give good feedbacks, and it does serve as kind of like a deadline. You're like, oh, I need to finish it by tomorrow so I can send it to my college counselor. Like, that's good. But if a college counselor or like an institution is trying to plan your entire 4-year life, and for me personally, so I will just say I got a college counselor at the start of my junior year, I think. And like even then, they made me think that I should have gotten one when I was a freshman year, because they were like, oh, everybody else is doing that. You will be disadvantaged. Nobody did that. And even the people who do that, I don't think they have an advantage over anybody. In fact, they might have a disadvantage because they might be put on the wrong track. Like, because they might be made to do these things that they're not actually passionate about, and they're going to put in less effort. And the thing is, a college counseling institution may say, oh, we're going to provide you with these research opportunities, we can hook you up with these professors, like all these opportunities. And it sounds super like, oh, exclusive, like, oh, I need to get that or else I'm going to be falling behind or whatever. But you have to remember, if you can just pay some money to get those opportunities, that means anybody can just pay some money to get those opportunities. That means those opportunities are not actually that exclusive and valuable, you know? Like, the real opportunities that you learn from, that you grow from, are the ones that you get by yourself. So don't, like, and college counseling institutions, they will tell you and they will make you believe that you cannot not have one. Like, they will, they're very good at that. And so just be careful. Never get a college counselor just because you feel like everyone else does and you're gonna like fall behind, because that's just not true. Only get one if you know exactly what you're paying for. You know exactly what they can give you and what you can benefit from it. If you don't even know, then chances are they don't even know how to help you, even if they wanted to help you. And chances are they don't really care if they help you or not. They just need the money.
Yeah, exactly. Remember that college counselors are businesses, you know?
Yeah.
Like, just like how you would do research when you're buying something, like, and be wary of what you buy, this thing goes for college counseling. And to be honest, I feel like college counselors actually have like a 职业病. Like, it's kind of like, you know, like for doctors, when they tell you about before surgery, they'll be like, oh, these are all the possible risks that can happen. And then chances are they're not going to happen. But the same thing goes for college counselors sometimes. They'll tell you, here, you got to be very, very safe. Apply to like 50 likelies or like a lot of likelies. And then, you know, and then for schools that you want to reach for, they're like, I don't really know, you know, like, I think that's a bit too risky. Personally, I wouldn't go for that and a lot of that stuff, and they would discourage you from doing a lot of things. I feel like, you know, that's kind of like the result of how much kind of like all those years of like them seeing some bad things happen and just becoming very, very like passive and wary. And honestly, like at the end of the day, like you should make your own decision, and you should be responsible for what you think you are capable of.
College counselors, like outside college counselors, are very good at trying to dictate your own potential and trying to like tell you what your potential is. But they have seen you for like 2-3 years max, 1 year max, honestly. But you have seen yourself, for your whole life. Yeah. And so don't just take the word of somebody outside who's just looking at you based on what you provide for them. You have to really kind of consider what you believe is your potential, and there's absolutely like there's not really any sense where you can be like, okay, I must have this outside institution in order for me to get it, because so many people have done it without, and you should never try to like psych yourself out in that way.
Wait, but okay, one person asked, should I develop a relationship with my counselor?
Okay.
I saw a smile. What do you?
Oh, I wasn't even thinking that.
I feel like first of all, it really depends on what school you're in, but also like in art. Yeah, in essay, honestly, it wasn't bad, but I feel like I'm just saying like it doesn't hurt to go to them often. You know what I mean? Like they're always there and they're always available for you, so it really never hurts to just like bring your activity list into their office or bring your personal statement to your office and have them look over it, because like it's just a fresh pair of eyes, and like no matter how bad you hear like other people say about them or whatever, like they still do know something about like the college admission cycle. And also it's like another way to build relationship, not really, but with your school counselor is I personally, before he wrote my recommendation, I just sent him a cover letter, and I just said, hey, here's all the things I want you to cover in my letter, and I just sent it to him. You say it in like a respectful way, and you just be like, here are some things about me that I feel like it would be great if you mentioned in my essay, something like this. It's basically the same process of if you have a professor and you want them to write a rec for you. It's the same process. And then you write your extracurriculars, like the characteristics that you want them to like specifically emphasize on and stuff like that. Yeah.
I got my coach to write an email for extra information that my coach had about me to my college counselor.
You can also find other teachers, like maybe your math teacher, or science teacher, or club advisors to send their cover letters to the counselors, so they could add them into the counselor, like a letter of recommendation.
Any kind of additional insights or anecdotes that the college counselor can get is really valuable.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want is for your college counselor to like sit down and get ready to write your rec letter and be like, okay, so who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
You know?
Like it's like some colleges accept like an extra recommendation letter. So like what you can do is like if you have like, I don't know, like a professor or a coach, but someone outside of school, you can give them like in college they're gonna tell you how to do it, but there's like an invitation thing, and you can send them the invitation so they can like directly submit their letter into
somewhere in common.
Yeah, so I think you really have to check this. Sometimes the third letter can be really helpful, and if your college accepts a third letter, then like why not?
Hello, this is Sarah. I would like to just apologize for the sound quality. I filmed on an iPhone and there's nothing I can do about it now. But also I wanted to acknowledge that we don't know everything, and everything we say is just based off of our own experiences. So what is true for us might not be true for you. So if there's anything that you disagree with, or something we left out that you think is really important, or you just have more questions, definitely let us know in the comments below. And if you found it helpful, send it to your friends, help each other out, and check out the other 7 videos.
How are the counselors on
Yeah.
They'll call me.
Guys,
like, subscribe,
hit the notification. I finally understand how hard it is to be a YouTuber.